happy time story time. We're in Lego's Ninjago, Masters of Spinjitzu, the secret world of the ninja. Do you see that? There's Zane, Jay, Kai, who? Jay, and Cole, and Nia, soon to be the water ninja when she realizes her true potential as well. So let's see who we're going to learn about today. This is going to be fun. Attack of the Great Devourer. This is the Great Devourer right here, the Lego piece. By the way, this is for all ages to enjoy, collectors and people that just like Legos, you know. So, doesn't matter, 1 to adult. It's all good. Unleashed by the Serpentine schemer Pythor. This mighty snake is on the loose in Ninjago City, eating everything in its path. Ooh, woo, woo. And getting larger and more terrifying by the bite. To stand a chance of defeating it, the ninja will need quickly to think and have a great teamwork to overcome. Can they overcome this? Can Cole overcome? Okay, basically, can Jay and Cole get along long enough to defeat the Great Devourer? Or will their love for Nia get in the way of their desire to save Ninjago City? What do you think? And if you think so, put in the comments down below. If you don't think, put in the comments down below and we'll answer it and have fun. Okay, we're gonna have a first strike. This is the attack. So Cole and Jay actually get along for this. So they're gonna try to defeat the Great Devourer and make it so that the people of Ninjago are safe. And so Kai, Cole, Jay, and Zane try their best. They use their Spinjitzu, stuff like that, and tornado blast, and then the tornado of creation, and all that stuff that they learned from when they were facing the evil Lord Garmadon, when they had to stop Garmadon from having all the weapons, the fire sword, the nunchucks, and then the City of Ice, and then the Skithies of Ice, and I think it's the Quake something. I'm not exactly sure all the complete names of them, but the golden weapons. And so they learned how to do the creation tornado spinjitzu attack. And they can't defeat the Great Devourer. It repels them, basically knocks them back, goes boom, and they get knocked out. Probably cold, not very good. So now they're going to try strike number 2. Strike number 2 is Nia comes in with her super duper samurai mech. And she is trying everything. She does her move to the right, to the left, to the up, to the down. She strikes everything. She puts the sword in the Great Devourer's mouth, prying it open, trying to defeat it and destroy the Great Devourer. Breaks her weapon. And then what happens is it destroys her mech and spits her out, but almost eats her. During this time, it's eaten everything in its path, growing bigger, the Great Devourer. And so it actually ate Pythor, and it ate Master Wu, but Master Wu didn't taste very good. It spit him out, spit him up and spit him out, him and his teapot. But it kept Pythor in its stomach, so we don't know really what's going on right now. So this is also the Great Devourer, the one that bit Garmadon, the two sons of the First Spinjitzu Master, the creator. It bit him and poisoned him. So Garmadon has a little bit of revenge that he wants to bring some pain on this dragon here. So on dragon, the serpent. So they try that strike 2. Nia's bot gets basically obliterated, destroyed. They have strike 3. They try their last ditch effort. Their ultra. It's called they take their dragons. They take the rock dragon, the ice dragon, the fire dragon, and the lightning dragon. Put them together to make Ultra Dragon, which the only person that could, and then um, Lloyd's bot also forms and brings everything together to make Ultra Dragon, and it can't even stop the Great Devourer. The Great Devourer just smacks that thing away, knocks it out, and it's looking pretty grim for the Ninjago city. It's like they're almost about to. The whole city's going to be eaten alive by this Great Devourer snake. Garmadon now has returned from the vortex. Remember when he left from the vortex? He went into the vortex, was going to get enough strength to be able to hold all four golden weapons. He has that power now. Instead of having two arms, he has four. He comes back with the power to hold all. So now Lord Garmadon has to do a very, very big, important thing, and he has a little bit of revenge in his heart to finish the Great Devourer off. They have to also the ninja now have to decide: do they give Garmadon the four golden weapons and allow him to do a strike? See, Garmadon's the only one because of the being the creator's sons, one of the two creator's sons, that he knows that there's a weak spot on the Great Devourer on their forehead. And it has to be a strong enough attack to penetrate. Sorry, to infiltrate in the into the head of the dragon, and then attack it and make it so that it could defeat it. Basically, it injures it. Big ultra concussion. And so, he's the only one that knows how to do that. And there's only one strike that could actually do that. One strike that can basically wound the snake or the serpent enough to kill it, basically, sadly. But it is what it is. It'll eat the city. It has to go, or the city goes. So you have to decide. And so they say, we trust Garmadon. They give him the nunchucks, the sword, the skithy, the those other things, that the two things they throw at them. Like the stars. I forgot the name of those things. But they give him all the weapons. He combines them into one big ultra blast, and he jumps down from the top of like this sky thing. I think it's in the sky. He does like a super duper, blast thing, and all of a sudden it looks like he's coming down in a torpedo, and goes right into the Great Devourer's top of the Great Devourer's head, and basically instantly destroys the Great Devourer. He doesn't kill it. It just basically just falls down and evaporates. Because that's the nice thing about a lot of the Lego stuff. The guys don't die. They just disintegrate. So there's no bad stuff. But yeah, that was the story of the Great Devourer with the Ultra Dragons. Garmadon. They had to trust Garmadon. So we'll quickly go over the first strike that happened. The first strike was the Cole, Kai, Jay, Zane tried their using their creation tornado, all that stuff. They tried everything. They got knocked back and off. Nia even came in with her samurai mech. Again, that one, she tried to open the mouth, destroy it, like, the Godzilla kind of thing, that they get rid of the Godzilla kind of serpent thing. Didn't work. Ate the sword, ate her bot, almost ate her. Then they did strike three. They went with their best weapon ever. They had Lloyd, who was able to form all dragons into one dragon, Ultra Dragon, that had fire, lightning, ice, and earth. And it still got knocked back. So they had to decide who they were. They had to decide to trust Lord Garmadon. Garmadon had a vendetta against this the serpent, because it bit him and turned him into what he is now. He defeated it. Sad thing is, now will come the last story part is sad. He does keep all four weapons of the golden weapons, combines them into like this ultra weapon. I don't really remember how it all goes, and so he makes this super duper weapon, and he becomes like super powerful. I guess you gotta trade. You gotta say what's best. Do you defeat something that's the worst right now and allow the second worst guy to have the weapons, and I guess that was the best choice out of the lot. So what we'll take that away. So we learned we're gonna take away what we learned and apply it to our life now right now. We learned that from what went on that sometimes the first strike or the first attack that we want to do to kind of get something to maybe be uh, done may not work the first time. So we go at it from a second angle, may not work the second time, like two strikes. May not work the third time, three strikes. But what we could do is we could try it, look at it from a whole new angle, and that one might actually work. So we could take away that, even though Garmadon got all the weapons and didn't turn out very good for Ninjago and stuff. We could say though that try, and then you'll eventually learn from all three of those mistake, those three. We call them mistakes. I call them three learning lessons to actually get the correct way of doing it. And when you do, then you can repeat that process and be very successful in whatever area the Lord called you into. Okay, I wanted to thank you all for logging on and participating and being with us listening to this. And I appreciate that. If you like what you see, comment down below too. And always remember to like, favorite, and subscribe, and come back to Happy Time Storytime for more videos. Happy Time Storytime loves you, my friends, and keep pushing forward always. Having fun, learning, and collecting Legos for all ages. Be blessed, my friends, and God bless. Bye.